If you want to know whether you are dyslexic or not, you came to the right place. I have a test for you, and afterwards you will have a good indicator of whether you are or aren't dyslexic.
I don't have it.
I'm basing this test on the BDT, which stands for Ben-Gore Dyslexia Test. This study took a look at the accuracy of this test, and they came to the conclusion that 94% of all participants were correctly classified. So this test is actually quite accurate. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Arje. I have a MA in Education Studies. And I've been specializing on the topic of dyslexia while being a dyslexic myself. Now back to the test. It consists of 9 parts, and each part is either a question or a task. If you answer yes to one of the questions, then that would be an indicator of dyslexia. The same goes for having trouble to complete a task. Of the 9 parts of this test, each one can be an indicator of dyslexia. If you were to collect 4 or more indicators, then this test would consider you to be dyslexic. For some tasks, you will have to pause the video for a second, and I will tell you when to do so. Aside from that, I would like you to know that I did have to shorten this test a little bit for the purpose of this video. And I also want you to know that this is not a replacement for an official diagnosis. So grab a pencil and a piece of paper, copy this list, and then we take this test.
I'll copy the list. Dyslexia indicator, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Hesitated. Trouble. I can't draw a straight line. No trouble.
Together. For this first exercise, I would like you to point your left hand to my right shoulder.
I did it.
Okay, so my right shoulder would be here.
Yeah, that's where I pointed.
Now take your left hand and point it to my left shoulder.
Right there, on your left shoulder.
Okay, that would be here.
Okay.
Now, if you find this difficult or if you hesitated answering, then that would be a sign of dyslexia. But you can also simply ask yourself if you had trouble differentiating left from right in the past. I might simply...
What did they say?
Here. Point your left hand to my right shoulder. Okay, so my right shoulder would be here.
Yeah.
Now take your left hand and point it to my left shoulder.
Oh, I rewinded. Well, it's not because I had trouble. It's because I'm gonna be honest, I lost my train of thought.
Okay, that would be here. Now, if you find this difficult or if you hesitated answering, then that would be a sign of dyslexia. But you can also simply ask yourself if you had trouble differentiating left from right in the past. I might tell a friend, let's go left here. And then this happens. And then I realize...
Do I put yes or no? Do I put yes or no? Do I put yes?
Oh, I actually meant right.
Oh,
so if you are like me in this area, then you will also have to mark it as your first indicator of dyslexia. The next category consists of a question, and I would like to know if there are any family incidents of dyslexia, or if there are any family members that struggle to read and write. This is important because dyslexia is genetic, and if a parent is dyslexic, then a child has a 40 to 60% chance of being dyslexic themselves. My dad is still struggling with spelling, so I assume I got it from him. So here I have another indicator of dyslexia. For the next task, I'm going to give you 6 numbers, and you need to repeat them back to me in the order that I gave them to you.
Okay.
So here we go. 796 294.
796294.
Okay, let's do another one. 459847.
459847.
Now, I can't really check if you answer correctly, but you can do this exercise with a friend and see if this is difficult for you. Surprisingly, I was able to do this, so I marked this as having no trouble. The fourth element of this dyslexia test is a question again, and I would like to know if you confuse the letters B and D beyond the age of 8.
No.
Now, for younger children, this is quite normal that they confuse it, but after a certain point can be seen as a sign of dyslexia. I'm learning Hebrew right now, and also there I confuse certain letters, so my answer is yes. The next question is, would you find it difficult to recite the 6, 7, and 8 times tables?
6, 7!
Now, that would be all of these. Just give it a try.
Difficulty. I don't
Timetables
know
were always a nightmare to me, so yes, I do have trouble with that.
I don't know my
hurt myself, another indicator of dyslexia. For part 6 of this test, I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to...
I don't know my times tables. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't know my times tables because the year that we were supposed to learn math and learn multiplication, I was very, very sick and I missed so much school that I never learned that part of math. And then when I got back to school, everybody knew their times tables already, and I didn't learn them because I never learned them. So I just never learned them. I never learned them because then it was like, that's what a calculator is for. Who the fuck?
To replace a individual letter with a different one, and then you need to tell me what new word is created by doing so. I'm going to give you an example. So the word would be slide, and now I would like you to replace the S with a G.
Glide.
Now the answer would be glide. Okay, so the first real one, here we go. Worked. Now replace the K with a S.
Worse?
Now the answer would be worst. Next one is paste. Now replace the S with a N.
Paste? Pain.
The correct answer would be paint. One more. Brain. Now replace the B with a C.
Crane.
The correct answer would be crane.
Is this just like a
So
sound
if this is something that you struggle with, then that's definitely a sign of dyslexia. This time I hesitated and made some mistakes, so I'm gonna mark that in my table. For the next task, I'm gonna give you 6 numbers again, and this time I want you to repeat them back to me in the reversed order that I gave them to you. So if I give you the numbers 4793, then the correct answer would be 3974. Let's do 2. So the first one would be 5968.
8695.
And another one, 3452.
2543.
My strengths definitely lie elsewhere, so yes, I did have trouble with this one. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise.
I'm also very, very medicated right now.
I'd like you to recite the months of the year in reverse order. For that, you might want to pause the video for a second and try it out. I have enough trouble naming the months of the year in
the months of the year: December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, January.
the right direction. So also here I'm going to mark that I have an indicator of dyslexia. The last category is about subtraction, and I would like to know if you find it difficult. For example, 44 minus 9 or 55 minus 12. Now, out of these 9 categories, I have 8 indicators of dyslexia, and I have an official diagnosis.
I'm sorry, I just don't do numbers, bro.
Now, if you believe that your difficulties lie more within the mathematical area, then have a look at my Dyscalculia
I
test.
just don't do...
And if you would...
Oh no, there's a Dyscalculia test?
Dyslexia with numbers. Officially, this is called Dyscalculia. And if you've always struggled with math, if it has been frustrating and maybe even embarrassing at times, then this might be the explanation.
I don't need a test. I already know. I already know. And I don't, you know what? I don't need a test to know that. I probably do have this somehow. I don't know.
Looking for. In this video, I will walk you through a couple of research-based tests. That way you will be able to compare your performance to the performance of an average adult. So if you struggle, then this might be your sign to take a closer look at Dyscalculia.
I don't want to take a closer look.
Find this data
I don't
and
need
find
that.
tasks
I have a
that
calculator.
are as accurate as possible. Now, if you're new here, my name is Ali. I have a MA in Education Studies, and I'm dyslexic myself. I probably also have Dyscalculia, even though it was never formally diagnosed. Before we start, a quick disclaimer. This is a research-based screening tool to help you identify signs
Sorry, I'm supposed to be paying attention, but...
of Dyscalculia. However, it is not a substitute for an official diagnosis. The first
Michi, wait, what? Michi watched you and she crashed out at how fast you do these tasks? It's because I don't have dyslexia.
task is a number line estimation. And if you're good at this, then you tend to be good at math in general. Here's how it works. I'm going to give you a line from 0 to 1,000.
I'm really zooted right now.
And then I'm going to give you a number.
Also, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD.
Where on that line
he has an ADHD test. I will take it.
You think that number is. So let's say 200. And then you guess where 200 is on this line. After a few seconds, I will give you the results. And typical performing adults stay within the green area. So they are fairly accurate at this. So now I'm going to give you 4 of these, one after another, so that you can see how you're doing. Good luck.
798, here? Like here? Uh-oh. Oh, that's gonna be like here. The tip of my head. Oh, I'm in the green! 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 277? Oh, like here. I'm in the green! 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 90. Oh, that's like here. Right there. Well, I'm in the green! I'm in the green!
In the next section, we're going to focus on simple addition.
You can cheat with this though, because this is not good. Because I'll tell you why. You can cheat with this because if you remember where the 700 landed on the green one, you can estimate where like the rest of them are. That's kind of cheating. If he would have changed the values, I feel like it would have been better if it would have changed the values. Like instead of doing 1 to 1,000, doing like 1 to 2,000 or 1 to what blah blah blah. But that's just learning.
Subtraction
learning
and
is
multiplication
cheating.
tasks. Now, people without dyscalculia tend to have these facts memorized. And that means that they're quite fast at doing them.
Oh, well,
People
I don't
that
have facts
dyscalculia
memorized.
tend to use different strategies to get to the result. They still get there, but it tends to be a lot slower.
Dyscalculia!
So I'm going to give you 10 addition and subtraction tasks, and you have 20 seconds to solve them.
What?
Typical adults tend to be able to do at least 8 of them, or even all of them.
Oh no. Oh, this one's 13. This one's 4. Isn't this... What? Oh god,
Now we're taking a look at multiplication tasks. I'm going to give you 10 again, and this time you have 30 seconds to solve them. Typical adults will be able to do most of these.
Uh-oh. Goodbye. Oh, this one's. I think this one is. This one's 45. This one's 45. Am I right? Is it 45?
Now, when I did these, I was absolutely nowhere close doing them within this time frame. I was using my fingers trying to figure it out, but it's just slow. And keep in mind that I most likely have dyscalculia aside from my dyslexia. They often actually come as a pair.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go back. But instead of focusing on the numbers, I kept seeing, you know, the sections in between the boxes. They make like little circles, and I was looking at the little circles of the sections in between the boxes instead of paying attention to the numbers. I'm like, whoa.
This time frame, I was using my fingers trying to figure it out, but it's just slow. And keep in mind that I most likely have dyscalculia aside from my dyslexia. They often actually come as a pair. In this next section, we take a look at a digit magnitude comparison. That's a fancy way of saying I give you two numbers and you tell me which of the two is greater. So let's say 4 and 9.
Oh, 9.
Then the correct answer would be 9. The challenge with this task is to do it really fast. So you're going to have around a second time to make that decision.
Okay.
And people that struggle with this tend to have a lower math performance in general, and they tend to have dyscalculia more frequently. At least that is what research tells us. Now I'm going to give you a whole bunch of these so that you can get a feeling for whether or not you struggle, hesitate when it comes to this task. And if you do, then that would point towards dyscalculia.
Culo. 7. 6. 9. 3. What is equal? 17. 42. 34. 41. 48.
If you just noticed that you really struggle with all of these tasks that we just went over, I just want you to know that you're not imagining it. Dyscalculia is a real thing. Also, you're not lazy. It's a lot harder for people with dyscalculia to keep up in a regular math class.
MC squared. Okay, I want to take the ADHD test. Let's check this out. Hold on.
If you want to know whether you are dyslexic or not, if you think that you might have ADHD but you're not sure because you're not hyperactive, then you came to the right place. Because in this video I created a test for you specifically for the inattentive subtype of ADHD. And afterwards you will have a good idea of whether you have it or not. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Arye. I have a MA in Education Studies. I'm a dyslexic. I probably also have dyscalculia. And for a recent coaching that I did, I was asked to do a ADHD screening. And I wanted to make something like that also available on my channel.
Anxiety test? That gives me anxiety.
So the test that we're going to do is based on the DSM, which is where we find official symptoms and criteria for the diagnosis of ADHD. So we're going to start with a couple of questions, and if you are below the age of 17, you need to answer yes to 6 or more of these questions. If you're older than that, you need to answer yes at least 5 times.
What?
Now, towards the end of the video, there are going to be some additional criteria that also need to apply to you. And just as a disclaimer, this is not supposed to be a replacement for an official diagnosis, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the first question, do you often seem to lose things that are necessary for tasks or activities during the day?
Yes.
For example, your wallet, your keys, or maybe your glasses?
Yes and no.
Next question, do you often find it difficult to pay attention to details, or do you make seemingly careless mistakes, for example at work? Question number 3, do you often find it difficult to sustain your attention on a task? As an example, you might get bored easily unless it's really interesting to you, and then you just end up doing something else.
Yes.
Next question, do you often find it difficult to follow through on tasks or on instructions that are given to you at work or at school? This might mean that you have a bunch of little projects that still are waiting to be finished.
Yes.
Okay, next, are you often forgetful in daily activities? The working memory of both people with dyslexia and also people with ADHD is affected. So what often happens to me is that I go somewhere, that I realize that I forgot something, and then I have to return home. The next question is, do you avoid or do you simply really dislike tasks that require you to sustain mental effort for a long amount of time? This might lead you to procrastinate, or monotone tasks might be really difficult for you. Question number 7, do you often not seem to listen when spoken to directly, even in the absence of an obvious distraction?
Uh-oh.
The following question is related to the last one, and I would like to know if you're easily distracted by external stimuli. This might also include your own thoughts if you're an adult. Question number 9, do you often find it difficult to organize tasks and activities? You might find it difficult to keep your house in order or to keep your kitchen clean, but it also affects things like time management. So these are the 9 symptoms of the inattentive subtype of ADHD. Now there are 4 more criteria that are not optional. So they have to apply to you, otherwise you would not qualify for a ADHD diagnosis. The first one I'm going to read to you. There's clear evidence that these symptoms interfere with or reduce the quality of social, academic, or occupational functioning. Meaning that you can't just experience these symptoms every once in a while. That wouldn't be enough. Now, the second criteria states that the symptoms have to be present in more than one area of your life. For example, at home, but also at work. For the next criteria, we need to ask ourselves whether there is a different condition that would be a better explanation for our symptoms than ADHD. For example, dyslexia or dyscalculia. For information on that, you can have a look at my channel. Now for criteria number 4, we need to make sure that several of the symptoms of this inattentive subtype of ADHD were present before you turned 12. And I think the best way you can check this is by sending the link of this video to somebody that knew you when you were that age. For example, a parent or a friend.
Mom doesn't
if you got value out of
this
video, please give it a like
and
and see you in the next one. Bye.
My mom told me pray to Jesus.